John Earhart. Fan clubs out here again tonight. Second in points. Daniel Victory is in the 71. He's fourth in points. Got 4 wins to his credit. Last row, Dick Stegall and Keith Krantz, your current points leader and the winner of the feature race last weekend.
Let them rock, boys. Put the throttle to the metal. Let them rock and roll coming out of turn 4.
The foot's to the firewall. Great start. Folks, that's as pretty a start as you're going to see. Stephen Knight finally seems to have the bugs worked out of that 43 after a wicked wreck about 3 weeks ago. Takes to the point. He's got Larry Cunningham right behind him. Daniel Victory second. Larry Ryman runs in fourth. Keith Krantz rounds out the top 5. Dick Stegall trails the field. Eight laps the distance in this first heat race for the American Tire Grand National Sportsman Division. Cunningham applying a little bit of that chrome horn. It's going to cost him. Daniel Victory dives to the inside. Going to take over that second place position. Heat race action, folks. Heat race action, not feature. Did you check out Gary Davis, the flagman, pointing at his head? Use your head, he's telling these drivers. It is early in the evening. Larry Ryman looking to the inside of Larry Cunningham. The Larry and Larry show. Ryman's going to come out with the third position. Keith Krantz dirt tracking it. Takes over the fourth spot from Cunningham. Side by side for the lead. Daniel Victory, Stephen Knight battle down the back straightaway. Larry Ryman right behind him. Still side by side through the north turns. Who's going to come out of it with the lead? The man with already 4 feature wins this year, Daniel Victory, going to take the lead. Larry Ryman now coming underneath Steve Knight. Going to take over that second spot. They're still fighting down the back straightaway. Victory pulling away as the battle for second continues to rage. That time it was Knight by about 3 feet at the start-finish line. Keith Krantz trying to close in the green number 4. Here's another case where the points lead is just razor thin. 9 points the difference as Larry Cunningham brings his number 2 in. White flag out this time by. The battle's going to be for second. Daniel Victory is all but gone in the number 71. And Larry Ryman finally finds the bite down on the inside of turn 2. But here comes Stephen Knight again. Still side by side, but Ryman with the advantage. Going to take second as Daniel Victory comes across to
Congratulations, buddy. Took you a little time to get around, but when you did, I see you just kind of one arm driving there, what you, buddy?
Now, I don't know about all that. No, I have fun out there. That's what it's all about. I like starting and getting to race with everybody, and everybody drove me clean. You can't complain.
Well, you're the guy that everybody's looking to try to beat tonight, don't you?
That's the way I want it to be.
Okay. Thanks, Daniel. Good job. As usual, congratulations. Good luck on your feet.
Coming down the back straightaway once again. 7 cars lined up. Don't forget tonight, Dollar Beer Night. We'll mention that more a little bit later. Howard Tucker and Clay Strother exchange pleasantries as they come off a 4. Another good start, and we are underway again. Strother's going to come out of it with the lead. Scott Feccio slots himself into second for the moment. Howard Tucker challenges him on the outside. Larry Deal right there behind them. Deal twitches a little bit. Mark Stegall in the 0-1 runs 5th. Wesley Henley's got his 29 working tonight. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for Denny Huber. Very slow through the south turns. Very fast through the north turns. Larry Deal in the 28 moves himself up into 3rd. Huberry brings his car into the pits. Three laps complete, working 4 of this 8-lap heat race for the American Tire Grand National Sportsman Division. Clay Struther looking very strong out in front. Struther has shown speed in that car in the past. Has not looked particularly strong this year. Looking very good in this heat race, though. This would be his first heat race win of the year where he'd hold on. Howard Tucker running very strong in 2nd. Deal 3rd. Scott Fetcho 4th. Wesley Henley 5th. As Mark Stegall pulls his 0-1 into the back pits to retire. They'll get the white flag this time by. Clay Struther still out in front. Howard Tucker trying to reel him in. Nothing there. The battle now appears to be Larry Deal trying to hold off the 116 of Scott Fetcho. Fetcho got a good run going down the back straightaway. Had the nose underneath him for a moment. And going to put the nose back underneath him as Struther crosses the finish line to win. But Larry Deal's going to come out with 3rd place. That's the way they're going to. 5 school buses and an ambulance. We are hoping the ambulance is not required. They straighten out down the back straightaway. Daniel Victory, Larry Deal, the front row, Larry Ryman, and Stephen Knight, the 2nd row. Ryman gives Victory a little bit of a shot as they come down for the start. Daniel Victory holding them at bay. Gary Davis has the green flag in hand, and the heavy metal thunder of Friday Night Thunder rolls into turn 1. Daniel Victory, Larry Deal, a great start side by side. Victory will lead the first lap as they go through the north turns. Larry Ryman immediately challenging Larry Deal for 2nd. Going to take over that spot as they come down the front straightaway. Stephen Knight gets a little bit of a shot from Keith Krantz as they go through 1 and 2. Knight looking to the inside of Deal to try to take over the 3rd spot. Knight with a good run down the front stretch, going to take over 3rd. Deal back to 4th. Krantz, your points leader, trying to move up. He's going to look underneath Deal. Got the nose underneath him as they go into 3 and 4. As Denny Huberry brings the number 9 into the pits. As we work lap 5, it is still Daniel Victory looking for win number 5. Out in front in his number 71, Larry Ryman runs in second. Stephen Knight third. Keith Krantz challenging Larry Deal for fourth. Give Krantz fourth, Deal fifth. Dick Stegall currently runs sixth. That's not going to last long. Move Stegall up to fifth, Deal to sixth. Clay Struther runs in seventh. Scott Fetcho runs in eighth. Wesley Henley runs in ninth. That full field rundown brought to you courtesy of Waste Management. Picking up places all over the country, Waste Management is a proud sponsor of NASCAR. Seven laps complete that time by. Daniel Victory, quite an impressive season so far. 4 wins, 6 top 5, 6 top 10s, and yet he is still only 4th in points and 42 points out of the lead, as a matter of fact. Keith Krantz, the points leader, he has 9 points over Larry Ryman, who in turn has 26 points over Dick Stegall. Howard Tucker brings his number 48 out, going to try and make some laps. About a second and a half, the margin right now between Daniel Victory and second place Larry Ryman. Those two really stretching it out over Stephen Knight back in third. Keith Krantz trying to close in as many positions as he can make up. The better for him in points. Daniel Victory comes by, the Everett Auto Salvage machine. Completes lap 12, working 13, half distance in this 25-lap race. Larry Ryman runs in second. Stephen Knight third, Keith Krantz fourth, Dick Stegall fifth. Sixth is Larry Deal. Seventh, Clay Struther. Eighth is Scott Fetcho. Ninth, Wesley Henley. 10th, many laps down, Howard Tucker in the 48, but up to speed. That full field rundown brought to you courtesy of American Tire Company, proud sponsors of the Grand National Sportsman Division here at the Music City Motorplex. Go to American Tire Company for all of your tire and automotive service needs. American Tire Company offers Goodyear, Dunlop, and Kelly tires at affordable prices. Howard Tucker causing some anxious moments there for Stephen Knight, Keith Krantz, and Dick Stegall as they went around to lap him. Howard started the race late, but right now running just about as fast as anybody out on the racetrack, with the exception of your leader, Daniel Victory, who is off in a different zip code right now. He's got 3 1/4 seconds over second place Larry Ryman. Ryman, in turn, has an enormous advantage of almost 6 seconds over third place Steve Knight. kind of hard to believe that this is the same field that was under a blanket just a couple of weeks ago. And we've got a yellow on the track. How about that, folks? They say green is unlucky in racing, but Keith has managed to keep that car at the points lead and has got a feature win. And now he's looking for the runner-up spot as they come down to take the green. And boy, he's got a good jump too. He and Larry Ryman side by side. That's your points battle right now, folks. Stephen Knight, very wiggly, he goes around. Larry Deal up into the turn 2 wall. Deal's going to continue, waiting to see if there's going to be a yellow. No yellow so far, and there it comes as Larry Deal has come to a stop on the back.
Music City Motorplex with Daniel Victory, Keith Krantz, Larry Fat Boy Ryman, Steve Knight, and Dick Stegall. Your top 5 coming out of turn 4. The pace car deeps down, and here we go back to racing with your leader, Daniel Victory.
With 8 laps to go, Daniel Victory now going to try and hold off the charge of Keith Krantz. Krantz having managed to work his way through the traffic. It's up to Gang Green now. Victory still out in front. Krantz second. Larry Ryman runs in third. Stephen Knight fourth. Under challenge now from Dick Stegall in fifth. Clay Strother sixth. Seventh, Scott Feccio. Eighth, Wesley Hendley. Ninth, many laps down, Howard Tucker rounds out the field. That full field rundown brought to you by the Tennessee Cruisin' National Car Show. June 16th, 17th, and 18th at the Nashville Superspeedway. Good battle for fourth and fifth. Stephen Knight, Dick Stegall side by side as they go through the north turns. Knight just a little bit of a nose up. 5 laps to go this time by. Larry Ryman. Looks to the inside, gonna try to take over the runner-up spot. That'll be worth a few points. Still side by side. Now Ryman's gonna come out of it with the runner-up spot. Put Krantz back to second, or rather to third. Steve Knight manages to hold off Dick Stegall for the moment. Clay Strother right there in sixth. Now Strother looking to the outside of Stegall. Going to try to take over the fifth spot. Oh, very loose moment for Clay Strother going through the north turns. Has to back way off. White flag this time by. Daniel Victory gonna see that white flag, and the battle is for second as a yellow is out.
Pace cars, light is out. Going down the back straightaway, we're gonna see if Larry Fat Boy Ryman has anything for Daniel Victory. And if you look, he's right on the buffer, pushing him out of turn 4. Let's let it rock, boys.
Green, white, checkered finish. Cinch it up, folks. Victory out in front. Ryman still second. Krantz trying to maintain the points lead, runs third. Clay Struther looking to the outside of Dick Stegall for fifth as the white flag is out. Here comes Stegall looking to the inside now of Stephen Knight. Going to take over the fourth spot. Struther going to try and follow him through. Great late race move by Dick Stegall, the ageless wonder. But it's going to be win number 5. Daniel Victory in the Everett Auto Salvage number 71. Larry Ryman will come home in second.
Buddy, I'll tell you what. Do you ever have to look in your rearview mirror? Because this sure looks easy.
I don't even use one.
You don't? You just get out front and just take off. You know you don't need a mirror. You just ride off and leave them, don't you? Good run tonight, Daniel.
Thank you. I got to thank some sponsors. Miss Templeton Construction, David Giles, Middle Tennessee Exterminating, Everett's Auto Salvage, Burnett Race Engine, Smyrna Ready Mix. My dad and my mom, they foot the bill for this thing. My dad helps me a ton. You know, if it wasn't for him, there ain't no way I'd be here. And all the crew, Brian, Adam, Michael, and Roger, and Ricky, and everybody else that helps out on this thing, Joey and everybody.
Good job, Daniel. You got it going on, buddy. Congratulations.
As the white flag is out, here comes Stegall looking to the inside now of Stephen Knight. Going to take over the fourth spot. Struther going to try and follow him through. Great late race move by Dick Stegall, the ageless wonder. But it's going to be win number 5. Daniel